Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new English lesson. Today's lesson is called Independent and Dependent Clauses. Independent and dependent clauses. A clause is a group of words that has a subject and a verb. The first type is independent clause. It can stand alone by itself, and it's a sentence that gives meaning. For example, when I say, for example, I love English. So this is an independent clause. But the other type of a sentence, which is dependent, we say dependent clauses have a subject and a verb. You'll always find the subject and the verb, but they cannot stand alone by themselves. Complex sentence is made up of one independent and one dependent clause. If the dependent clause comes last, use a comma after the dependent clause. Okay, let's go and practice some. When Clara went outside, she noticed the rainbow. So, which part of a sentence here gives a meaning? Excellent, I can hear you. So we can say when Clara went outside, this one doesn't give a meaning. So it's dependent. Why? It needs another sentence to complete it, which is she noticed the rainbow. So this sentence, she noticed the rainbow, has a subject, and the subject is she. And she has also a verb here. So she noticed, and it gives a complete meaning because she noticed what? The rainbow. Excellent. So now we know which part of a sentence is independent. Yes, it's this part. We call it independent clause. Amazing. I know that all of you are excellent. Also, another example, Native Americans lived on the island until they were attacked. So Native Americans lived on the island. Yes, this is independent clause. Until they were attacked, this is subordinate one or dependent one, which means it always needs another sentence to give it complete meaning. We have to use these words, okay, these conjunctions like after, if, since, until, when, although, though, because, while, okay, and they always begin in the independent clause. Like if I said, when the moon appears, this sentence, if I write here, when the moon appears, okay? So this is, yes, dependent. Why? Because what happens when the moon appears? We can say it lights the world, for example, okay? So it means that there is something which is missing, okay? So this part is dependent. Excellent. Next, we have here some examples. Okay, we say grew up in Palm Desert. I'm your 10th grade student in this year at LQHS. Also to see what your personality was. For example, running, playing, jumping. So are they all independent? Do you think so? If I said here, for example, for example, running, playing, jumping, what's happening here? There's something missing. So this one, we can say that it's dependent. This part what? It's dependent. Okay. If I said also to see what your person, what is also to see? Like, what's this? Okay. Something is missing in these sentences. Okay. But if I said I'm your 10th grade, okay, so this is independent one. Okay. Let's have some practice. If you live on an island, so this one is dependent or independent? Yes, it's the dependent. Needs another sentence because I don't know if I'm living there, what would happen? I said the tides affect your life. The tides, this is subject, affect verb. With the completion gives a meaning, so it's independent. Okay. The water level rises. Yes, it rises. It gives meaning. It's independent. Excellent. When the tide comes in, what happens? We don't know, so it's dependent. Much of the beach disappears underwater. Much of the beach appears underwater. Yes, it's here independent. Why? We have much of the beach, subject, disappears, verb, under the water, so it gives a complete meaning. The last one, until the tide goes out, it's dependent. It's what? Dependent. Clear? This is amazing to know that all of you understand the lesson. So, in brief, an independent clause is a sentence that is complete, but the dependent one is not complete and it needs another sentence to complete it. I'd like to thank you all for watching this video. Wish you all the best of luck. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.